Can that broom fuck off? What even is that? Like, what is that? What are we sweeping away with that? Seriously. Anyway. Men, shut up. Okay. Welcome back to episode 2 of The Attack of the 5'10" Woman. I'm your host, Ashley Olsen. I was about to go to the gym, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit down and record something. If the sound is shit, I'm not going to fucking post it. So we'll just see how we go. Anyway, there's a couple of topics that I wanted to touch on today. First one being the negative stigma around plastic surgery and just like so many people having issues with other people's doing what they want with their body. I also want to touch on dating online and dating in real life. And then I also wanted to talk about how I sort of got my how I got my personal style. I've had a couple of people on TikTok ask me if I could include this in the podcast episode. So here we go. You're gonna have to excuse me. I'm a little bit sick, so I sound a little bit nasally. But anyway, let's just get into it. So I'll talk about plastic surgery first. So there's just so much like discourse online about, you know, you shouldn't be posting your plastic surgery journey. It's influencing young girls to want to get plastic surgery, blah, blah, blah. It's harmful. You need to learn to love yourself the way you are. And while I understand where you're coming from, I actually just completely disagree, because it's like, okay, first of all, everyone's so worried about all these young girls like getting online and seeing like someone they look up to getting a boob job. They need to get a boob job, babe. If you're that easily influenced, get off the internet. Get off the internet. You know, maybe a 13-year-old shouldn't be watching TikToks. Do you know what I mean? And like, as I said, I do understand where they're coming from, but it's like, I just think we just need to let people do what the fuck they want. And then there's all this like, people just hate themselves. They just want to get plastic surgery because they hate themselves. I would honestly argue that getting plastic surgery is a form of self-love. Like, if you want to go and get your lips done, if you want to get your boobs done, if you want to get a fucking BBL to enhance your features because that makes you feel good, then fine. And I think anyone who has an issue with that needs to shut the fuck up, because who the fuck are you to say something? Who the fuck are you to tell someone who's been insecure about something their whole life they just need to learn to love themselves? Like, I just think that, you know, when I got my lips done, I wanted to enhance my features. I wanted to get a little bit more of a kissy. I've had friends that have had their boobs done. They didn't do it because they hate themselves. They do it because they wanted to enhance their features. I feel like a lot of these women and a lot of these people aren't doing it out of a place of self-hate. So that's just what I think about that. I just like think people are just chronically online and they always have some negative shit to say about what someone else is doing with their bodies. It's none of your fucking business. If you want to learn to love yourself in your natural state, go for it. Good for you, babe, but you're not better than anyone else because you learn to love yourself being in your natural form and not getting any lip filler or not getting your boobs done or not getting any lipo. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not better than everyone else because you didn't get any fucking plastic surgery. So, yeah, that pisses me the fuck off. I just think everyone should shut up and mind their business and let people do what they want. Okay? And if you're online being like, oh, maybe I should get my boobs done because she did that, get off the internet. You should not be online. If you're that easily influenced, I am genuinely worried for you. Like, you need to learn to think on your own and learn from your own experience and not someone else's, okay? And don't ever do something because someone else is doing it. That's dumb as fuck. So that's the first thing. Sorry, I went on a bit of a tangent there, but this is going to be a short and sweet episode, by the way. Like, I'm not feeling very well. I'm not really in the mood, like, but I do want to get something out. So anyway, second thing is dating online versus dating in real life. Oh my God, dating online is the fucking trenches. For anyone who is single and dating online, like, I'm sure you would understand, like, how fucked it is. Yes, some of you have met your partners. I met my boyfriend on Hinge. We've been dating for 5 years. I don't give a fuck. Like, you're obviously, this isn't your experience then, is it? So, like, giving people false hope. I truly do feel as though the chances of you finding a lifelong partner from a dating app are fucking slim to none. Slim to none, truly. Especially, I don't know what it's like overseas, but like, especially in Australia, like, seriously, we're just, these men are clowning us, truly. They're lying on their profiles. They're saying they want a long-term relationship just to get matches when they don't want a relationship at all. They're gaslighting their lover. It's terrible. It is the fucking trenches. So This is why I always say I think we need to start being brave and going out and asking people out in real life. It's fucking scary and it takes a lot of balls. It does. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of balls to go and ask someone out. You've got to be very brave. But like, I think that online, people can just too easily fake who they are and pretend to be someone they're not. It's too fucking easy. You need to be going out and putting yourself out there in real life. I'm not saying people in real life don't do this. Of course they do. Like, everyone is like, I don't know, we're all performative in one way or another at some point of our lives, right? So I don't know. I just think that you need to go and ask someone out in real life. And okay, let me give you some tips on how to do this, because I do this sometimes. I don't do it as much as I'd like because I get scared. I get fucking scared. And sometimes I freak out and I'm like, okay, well, what if I get rejected? And what? No, because like, and what if you get rejected? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? You should be proud of yourself for putting yourself out there. You've given them an ego boost. And then you give yourself an ego boost, because even if you did get rejected, you did something that's so brave that a lot of people cannot do and will not do. So if I'm really nervous, I'll get my friend to give, I don't know, someone my phone number. Like, that's no dramas. Like, I'd always do that for a friend. They'd always do it for me. They'll just go up to them and be like, look, my friend thinks you're cute, blah, blah, blah. I have got a date that way. Once before, my friend went up to this guy at the pub and gave him my number, and we went on a date. He was boring as fuck, so that's fine. I didn't see him again after that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, at least now I know, and you're not going to die fucking wondering what could have been. So some tips, babe, have a couple drinks. If you drink, have a couple drinks. There's nothing like a bit of liquid courage, babe. I'm not encouraging alcohol. I'm sober. I obviously don't drink, but I'm not encouraging alcohol for, you know, so you can go and ask a guy out. But like, if that's what you need to do and you're drinking already, you're out, have a couple drinks. Have one drink. Ask to buy them a drink. Oh, you shouldn't be asking men if you can buy men a drink. Why? That is just a sexist, like, stereotype. Who gives a fuck? Go ask him if you want, like, can I get you a beer? You're sexy. YOLO. Who gives a shit? What else can you do? One thing I've done before as well is just on my way out, like, okay, so usually I don't just randomly go and ask a guy out. I'm making eyes with them. I'm kind of like gauging if there's a vibe. I'll just, like, on my way out, slip them my phone number. I'd be like, text me if you want. Otherwise you can just go up and talk to them. That's probably the most obvious one. Go and strike up a conversation. I don't do that very often, usually because they're in a big group of boys, and I do get scared to go up and just, like, single one out and be like, hey. So go up with your girlfriends, go up with a few of your friends, just start chatting with the group, and then make your way over to him eventually. But you need to just step out of your comfort zone, and you need to realize that being rejected is not, like, the end of the fucking world. You know, like, I've asked a guy and he's like, I've got a girlfriend, sorry. Like, or like, I'm not interested. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, and it's at the start, it can feel a little bit awkward and a little bit embarrassing, but it's truly not. It's truly fucking not. Like, you are so awesome for actually just going up and asking someone out. Like, that takes a lot of balls. That takes a lot of bravery. So I think you should just fucking go and do it. And I think that you've got more of a chance of finding a lifelong partner by approaching them at a bar, at a library, at, I don't know, like, maybe not at the club. Apparently festivals, I've heard, are a really great way to meet potential partners. Where else could you go? A cafe, like, it's not the end of the world if you get rejected. And I think that we need to be putting ourselves out there more, because it is a dying art form. It's a dying art form. People are so unapproachable these days. So unapproachable. We need to change that. It's terrible. Like, we need to be putting ourselves out there more and getting offline, deleting these fuck-ass dating apps that are so fucking bad for your mental health, for, you know, like, online dating has really, like, killed my self-confidence. Like, in the past it has. Now I don't really do it much because there's just too much at stake. Like, at least if you're asking someone out in real life, you're gauging their vibe, you sort of know what they're like. It's not completely random. They're not, like, potentially catfishing you. Like, you get what you see. So I just think that we need to boycott online dating and fuck all these dating apps. Amada is the worst dating app literally fucking ever. I use that, like, it's so dumb. I use it for 5 seconds. Like, just get off the dating apps. Get off the dating apps and go and grow a pair and go and ask a man out. it's not the end of the world, or person or girl, whatever you fucking into. So yeah, that's that on that. And then lastly, I'm just going to quickly touch on how I found my personal style. I don't really know. Okay, actually, no, that's a lie. Okay, so in high school, I studied fashion, right? I studied studio arts fashion. I did like styling. I did design. I did sewing. Like I did all of that shit. Fashion has just always been something that I've been interested in. And like getting into high school, so I went to a private girls' school for until year 9. And then after that, I moved to a public school because I wanted to study fashion, right? So I went to Box Hill. I went to Box Hill Senior. That's where I went to high school. And then I studied fashion, and that sort of like opened all these gateways and opened all these doors for me into sort of like not the fashion industry, but like, being interested in fashion and whatnot. So I think that definitely helped, having friends who love fashion. So I made 2 of my best friends still to this day in high school through doing fashion. Daisy and Netta, they're like 2 of my best friends. We've been so close since high school. They have loved fashion too. I've learned a lot from them. I learn a lot from my friends. They inspire me. I look up to them and I look up to how they dress. I think they've got great style. Like they're so, unique and just wearing what makes them happy. That's like really helped me as well. So like go and try and find some friends that are doing what you like. If you're trying to get into fashion, go and find some friends that like fashion too. Go find some like-minded people. And then, I don't know, I guess just like, I wouldn't really say that I have a fashion icon that I really look up to. I truly just like, I look up to myself. Sorry. Like that might be like, that might sound like conceited, but I just dress how I want and I wear what I want, and my style has evolved. It's evolving every year. Like every fucking year, I'm like turning like a whole new leaf. Like I'm looking completely different. I think this year and like sort of towards the end of last year, I've definitely found my style. I've definitely found that I love wearing black and I feel most confident in black and feel most beautiful in black. And I don't know, that's just like, I think now that I'm nearly 30, just turned 27, I feel like I'm more sure of myself than I've ever been, and I just wear what I want and I wear what makes me feel good. And, like working within the fashion industry is also a good way to get access to good clothes, to meet people within the industry, obviously, get industry connections, network, whatever. So I really recommend just like go and find some like-minded people. Get on fucking, I don't know, do we do like Kik? Do we use Kik anymore to get into group chats? I don't fucking know. I don't know. But yeah, there's so many ways. Get on Pinterest, babe. Get on Pinterest. Pinterest is great. I've got like a Pinterest board and I'm always like reblogging like interior design that I love, like fashion pieces from runways. Go on YouTube and watch some runways. Go watch like, I don't know, the most recent Paris runway fucking shows. There's so many ways you can get into it, and yeah, that's like really all I could suggest. I think I just do what I want and I don't give a fuck. Like I know that I look good, and anyone who tells me otherwise is a fucking idiot. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's sort of like all I wanted to touch on today. I don't really have heaps to talk about. I'm getting a fucking sore throat from yapping so much, so I'm gonna call it here. Yeah. So I'll see you next time. Mwah. Ciao.